Hey everyone, back in the studio with another episode of the Creative Speak podcast. Back with season 2. Excited about who we getting ready to see, and the fact that Marquise has a new soundboard. So we getting ready.
Getting ready
to call our next guest. I can't wait to talk about the north, south, east, and west. Hey. She is a traveler. She's someone I like. So if you're listening to our podcast, make sure you know it's right.
Listen to the podcast. Chill. Hey yo, back at it again.
Stop it.
Shit. Get your sister, your brother.
This is just really terrible.
Creative Speak,
We got a few minutes. Our guest is actually, I think she's on a trail of a hiking trip or something that's going on. But
that's the only thing I could see. Fine, look. Oh, yeah,
Stop.
Here we go.
Listen, have you guys been having a good time on this platform?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. Definitely.
I'm really proud of you guys. You're growing. I can see it. I mean, I still have to, we got to do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but I really do see you all coming out of your shell. I like the fact that you all are making these positive changes towards things that are benefiting you and doing things in a better way. So I like it. What about you, Ray Ray? You quiet, but you coming out.
I mean, I like it. It's an extension.
Marquise, stop it! Marquise. Anyway, what about you, Josiah?
I really like it. It's nice to talk to different people, different experiences, different views. I really like it.
Marquise?
I really like it too. Everybody is, first of all, it's all encouraging. It's all coming from a place of complete transparency. You hear their journeys, where they came from. You hear just encouraging words for the generation.
Yeah.
And a lot of gems.
There's a lot of jewels that's being dropped.
A lot of jewels.
Let's talk about Saray, okay? I want to talk about Saray. I want to make Saray. I'm going to be targeting Saray probably for the next few months. At least the next couple of weeks. So let's target Saray. Why don't we come up with something that Saray could roll out with this segment I'm on her case about? What do you think is a good thing for her to talk about, Pop? Come on, Josiah. What do you think she could do?
Modesty.
Okay, modesty. Do we have something? Okay. Come on, Josiah. What do you think? We should do a poll, have a vote to see what people want. Just Saray. What should Saray say? What should Saray say? That's what it's gonna be. And roll it out. What do you think? Josiah's still thinking. Why is it taking so long? You can't think of anything that Saray you could picture her talking about on a segment. 10, 15 minutes, just having something that's just for her. Dang. That's crazy.
Like on TikToks and Instagram, why don't you talk about, I don't want to say, trying to find a word,
self-love,
self-love.
Okay, you can give us some for that. Self-love. That's okay. You do give us real. I need to love me. I need to love me more. What about skin regimens, taking care of you? All right, come on. Why are you doing that fairy sound?
I got you.
He said hygiene.
What
the heck? Hygiene?
That's insane.
Self-care.
Self-care, self-care.
Dude said hygiene. Just deodorant. It's nothing else.
All right, take a shower. Wash your hair.
Okay, self-care. So we could see that. We could see her lighting candles.
Put the toothpaste on the grill.
What is he talking about?
The Aki way.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so self-care is one. Anything else?
Oh, how to dress? You can do something like that.
Okay. Like a fit check?
Like a fit check.
Yeah.
Yes. Josiah still don't have anything.
He said hygiene.
That's it. Just
But like
washing up.
Like no, not just washing up, but like.
Dang. All right, so let's
Gave
flip
up.
it. Let's see if Josiah had a segment. What would you say for Josiah?
Like what? You asking me?
I'm asking them.
Oh.
We know
I'd
you
say
have an answer.
drip.
Okay, drip,
Sports
sports,
and music too.
music. Okay. That's just life, right? Drip, sports,
Repeat.
music.
Repeat.
Because you ain't talking, you can get a sound effect because he ain't talking about nothing else. Praise God.
His lock journey.
Live journey. Yeah.
Oh, I
would
like
say,
that. I like that. We could put that up here now. We could do that.
Hold on. Chill.
Let's try to call her now and see if we can get her. I'm editing out so much stuff.
Celebration night. Come on. Boom, boom.
What? Stop. We're getting ready to call our next guest right now.
Hold on.
This music, we're going to scare this woman.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We're going to scare her.
Season 2.
Excuse me.
Season 2.
We
I had
gonna
food
scare
poisoning
her.
this week too.
All right, that was too much information.
Sorry. That's why you hear me coughing.
Aurora was coughing the
Hello?
whole time.
Apparently.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
We're giving you a nice hearty welcome, which is something that we love to do when we are introducing our guests to the Creative Speak podcast. Can I have some claps, please? Thank you very much.
I'm so glad to be here.
It's so great to have you on. For those of you listening for the first time, the Creative Speak podcast is an eclectic platform for creatives to share life's experiences, artistry, and content. So we are really excited today to bring, this is new. Like, this is the first time I think we're all traveling down. Oh, you like that pun? Traveling down. Wait a minute. What's that sound? Wait. Traveling down. Traveling down this road. This is the first. And I was so excited when I was led to reach out to touch base with, it's Sarah, right? We'll make sure I'm pronouncing it, not Sarai or.
Yes.
Okay, with Sarah. Reaching out for the Christian Travelers Network. Clap it up, guys. Clap it up, guys. So we're going to leave room. Our Gen Z co-hosts, they're going to introduce themselves to you. We're going to go through our questions. But for right now, I know the Christian Travelers Network pretty much connects Christian travelers wherever they adventure. That's kind of like what I see as a theme in the middle, but I know it's a lot more layers to it. So I'm going to start, Sarah, with letting our Gen Z co-hosts introduce themselves to you, and then they all have some pretty cool questions to ask you, okay?
Awesome. I'm so pumped.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Saray, Gen Z co-host.
Hi, I'm Josiah, Gen Z Coast.
Hi, my name is Marquise, Gen Z Coast.
Hi.
Hi, so I just wanted to start off with my first question. What is a Christian Traveler Network, and what inspired you to get one?
Oh, that's a really good question. So, Christian Travelers Network is kind of like its own social media platform. It helps travelers connect wherever their adventures take them, whether they're planning a trip and then want to invite another believer along, or if they have a travel passion like RVing or backpacking, they can organize a community and kind of celebrate God's fingerprints throughout all of those things. And I actually was in ministry as a youth director for several years. And I got to travel abroad solo in 2018. And while I was traveling, I had these many miraculous, God moments that happened. And I wanted a space to talk about them, but I didn't really see anyone talking about God in our vacation or our leisure travels, just in our mission trips. And so I really wanted to create a space where people could connect and share those stories. I'm really hoping to challenge people to grow in their relationship with God. I think it can be really easy to kind of box God into something that happens just on Sundays. And oftentimes when we talk about travel, we see kind of this YOLO culture or this fear of missing out that we should travel all these places just for ourselves. But I wanted to create a space that helps people see God as involved in everyday things, our errands to groceries, our business trips, our time to college. He's in all of it, and kind of beginning to speak into that from a slightly different perspective.
Yeah, I think that's most definitely needed, like in the society that we live in today, because most of the time people think that God is only found in the church, and I feel like he could be found everywhere, and I really like that you do this.
Yeah, especially with traveling. I think people sometimes tend to think that you can vacation from God. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I'm out, and now I'm in the center of His creation. How could you not acknowledge Him even more?
In fact, yeah, exactly.
You know that you're someplace else. That was good, Ray. That was good. Thank you for sharing that, Sarah. I think Marquise has some questions too.
When embarking in a new place to explore, do you pre-plan the entire trip on your own, or do you simply follow where you believe people may want to travel?
So on our platform, I'm not really per se a travel agent. It's more of people planning their own adventures. But for my own content, I really do just travel where I have a passion or an interest in going, because I feel like then it's more from the heart and more listening to where I think God's calling me to travel. And I think that that's a different way of looking at vacationing, but it's a way to make sure that I'm involving Him in the direction of where I'm going at the same time.
That's awesome. The website states that we are exploring different destinations around the world. From your perspective, what are God's fingerprints? Can you provide an example? What would that mean to you?
Yeah. So when I think God's fingerprints, the first thing that comes to mind is the best way to know God as creator is to get to know His creation. So getting to see the beautiful landscapes, getting to meet so many different culturally diverse groups of people around the world and see how they worship Him. And it looks different, but it's still the same God. And getting to see just all those details. And then the second thing that comes to mind is some of the miracles that have happened on trips. I really think that in our daily life, we can get so engrossed in our routines that we forget that God is in charge. And so when I'm traveling, I really have to remember, I don't know where the heck this is. I don't know how to get there. And so I'm really putting my trust in Him and remembering He's really in charge of every day of my life. It just can be more obvious.
Yeah, when you out there on your own, listen, you better have a relationship with God. You don't know, where you're going to end up or what's surrounding you.
And that's a good thing too, just using that in a exploring range, because it can also be translated to your personal life. Whatever you're going through, it's like, Lord, I don't know what the situation that I'm going through, but I'm gonna trust you in this. So the fact that you are bringing that on to exploring and finding destination physically, and not only physically but also spiritually, that's awesome to me.
That's a good question, Marquise. Good question, Marquise. You have another one? Come on, Josiah. Let's go,
Josiah.
Josiah. Let's go.
All right. In addition to witnessing God's fingerprints, name your top 3 favorite things to experience traveling by way of the Christian Travelers Network.
Well, I think the first thing and maybe the most obvious thing is community. I think that who we surround ourselves with really matters. And while travel is a great place to meet amazing people and they have different passions, there's also a bit of temptation that you walk to be away from your normal community. And so having believers around you is such a powerful, amazing thing.
Can you say that last part again for one of our Gen Z co-hosts who may, I don't know, consider traveling into unknown continents without being connected to a Christian community? Can you please say that last part about, you were saying something about temptations and being connected to Christian. Can you say that last line again for us, Sarah? That was a good one.
Yes. When we are faced with temptations in travel, it's so important to have Christian community around us to encourage us and kind of hold us accountable in our adventures.
I love it. Accountability. Not palm trees, not the hotel waiters, but a community. Thank you for that one. That was a good one. That was one. I think we got two more. Go ahead, because you want to press it. Just do it. Marquise, go ahead, Josiah.
All right, so my next question is, as a solo traveler, what would be some precautions you would give to anyone traveling alone?
That's a good question.
Again, directed towards one of our fellow Gen Z co-hosts. Go ahead, Sarah.
This person needs to hear it.
Yes. I think the most important thing is to have a general itinerary. I know sometimes we don't plan all the details, but have someone know where you're at and check in with them regularly.
Oh, that was really good. I need a sound effect on that. Not the claps is not enough. Something else. Something. That's good. That's good. We could work with that for now. So, and I love the fact that someone knows where you are. Love it, Sarah. I love you on here. She talk about right. Go ahead, Sarah. We listen to the precautions. We need this. Go ahead, precautions.
Yes. The other thing is be reading reviews. If you're going to stay at an Airbnb or a hostel or something like that, read reviews and seek opportunity. If you're going to stay at a hostel, I think as a Christian, it's important to look for ones that are specifically gender separated so that you can be with other people who kind of keep some of those separation of worldly things away, and then also keep you safe at the same time.
Yeah,
and be watching out for your back.
But when this is over, we'll connect, because your trip, you're going with Sarah. Wherever you want to go, whatever you plan to do, Saray, you get in a backpack and you going with Sarah.
To Africa.
Sarah.
Let's go.
I think, is there another? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I think the only other really thing that I have for solo travel is, I guess, find a local church to connect with there so that they can share some of the cool local things. So you're not just doing the touristy stuff. Find some local church, get to know their Bible study people, and get advice as to some things you don't want to miss in the area.
All right, so you're still not alone.
Right.
Yeah, still not alone.
Yeah.
We need more sounds and claps. And I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I love to travel. I love planning trips. I love spending time away. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Sarah. I don't be having no itinerary. I mean, in my mind, I'll jot down. Okay, I want to go to this. I want to see that. I want to do that. But in terms of sharing an itinerary, that's really, I like that a lot, because it does give someone, your whereabouts. They can see from this time to this time. Oh, this is the footprints of what, what they did when they were away, where they planned to go. And I think that's a great way. And I also liked about with the reviews. I've had some people tell me recently that they've gone to different places, and they've stayed in Airbnbs, and they stayed in different hosting sites to help them get through their trip and things like that. And I don't think they did their homework. I don't think they really put in the work that they should to make sure that you're mindful of your surroundings as a believer. Like, you're still a believer in Greece. you're still a believer in Bora Bora. You know, you still, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to walk in like, why am I in a topless bar? Why am I here? Why didn't I find out that this place is not where I should be holding on to whatever God is trying to help me get free from in this place? So yeah, I love it a lot. I love that. I think Saray has another question that she's coming forward with.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, what has been one of your greatest sacrifices in order for you to move forward with your plans?
Okay, so Christian Travelers Network was something that was an idea born in 2018, and I've been seeking the Lord and trying to build this website. And it's not a simple thing. Building a website that's anything like Airbnb or Meetups, where there's all this data and things, you need a coder, you need a web developer who really knows what they're doing. And so I have unfortunately lost a lot of time and a lot of money in building this platform because I've had developers ghost me halfway through projects and things like that. But I really think that it is something valued, and I think that Satan doesn't want it to be. So I'm still pursuing it and giving it my all.
Wow. That's probably the worst. Anything that you try, that's not cool at all.
Not cool.
But you're still doing it. Put the claps there. In spite of, you know, those things help to teach us what to look out for. And now that you've unfortunately had to kind of be the sacrificial lamb, you could help other people understand it. And I know that firsthand just with the podcast. There's a lot of things that I have to be watchful and prayerful, and because it can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone when you're doing God's word. But I did get a chance to look around the website, and it's pretty cool. It's really, really coming along really well. It was easy to navigate through. There's a lot of different things inside of it that you can utilize, and you did a good job, Sarah. So you're doing really, really good with it. I actually have a question. So because the platform allows us to, have, and this is a form of creativity to me, it is creative for you to not only provide this, resource for other Christians, but the way that, it's unusual because there are a lot of travel. I've found there's a lot of Christians that have travel opportunities or trips or expeditions or retreats and things like that, but they don't take the time to build a community, and they don't take the time to incorporate other Christian centered things to do, houses of worship, places to go. So with that, you definitely shine through with that being something. I know God gave that to you. But how do you feel God is glorified and otherwise through this particular community of Christian travelers? And if you could just give us two, because I know it's a lot, if you can give us 2 examples of how you feel that God is glorified through Christian Travelers Network.
I feel like one of the biggest blessings is really the community that's come around this, that prays for its success, but also just the amazing stories that they share with me of God's moments, and that kind of networking that celebrates what he's already doing. It brings me great joy, and I know that he is celebrating those moments with us. Yes. And then the other thing is on our site we have devotionals and podcasts that really talk about how God is in all of these places. And so it's always exciting to hear someone used it while they were traveling, or connected with God in a more personal way through those moments. That's always really encouraging.
Yeah, no, I saw that too. There's actually podcasts that talk to you about places to travel, and they talk about their experience. Yeah, they talk about their experiences. And it's funny, just as a family, just a personal note, my family, we haven't been able to do it recent. We're going to get back to it, but my family is, we travel. We'll go away and spend that time. We all have different things that we like when we're away. My son loves nature. He loves mountains. Him and my mom, they like outdoors. They like those kinds of things. I am a water person.
Yeah.
So I need the sea. I need, I need those things. And each of us will go into our own little path, because we always try to find places that provide all of that. They'll go on their, walking journey, and I'll go sit by the water. And when we come back, we all are kind of in awe of what we saw. Yeah. Like, my son will say, oh my gosh, the beauty of the mountains. And, my mom will get up at 6 a.m. to watch the sunrise, or I want to be at the beach for this, the sun to set. And I like that you said, the devotionals and the connection, you could share it, because I like to hear that. When we sit down as a family, we'll talk about God's wonder, and we're always saying, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Like, it's sometimes it's hard to even do an activity, because we're just so happy to just be in a space where you can see so much of God's beauty that you get a chance. So I do like that God is glorified in that way, that believers can talk about the wonders of God. And when you do that, it makes God bigger. He's not so small anymore, in that. I do have another question. This is a fun question. I'm sure, again, our Gen Z co-hosts don't know this, but I'm sure, again, they do have some places. I want to hear their bucket list too, but I'm going to start with you first. Tell us. Okay, Sarah, we need 3 of your, because you be all over the place, and I'm going to ask you how many places you've been, if you can remember, before we go. But name 3 of your bucket list destinations and briefly explain why you want to visit. So it could be a 1-word explanation, but we need 3. And my Gen Z co-host, when Sarah's done, I want you to give me 3 places. You don't have to say why, but just give me 3 places that's bucket list for you. Maybe some generous God-sent sponsors will send some much-needed people on a trip somewhere. Thank you. So, Sarah, you first, Sarah. 3 of your bucket list.
Okay, so number 1, Hilton Head, South Carolina. I just really love going to the beach, and I've never been to the Carolinas. Number 2, I just discovered this place in Quebec where you can, rather than going on a hike through the forest in the winter, you can go ice skating on trails through the forest. I want to get on
that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I never heard of something like that. Cool. That's really, really cool. That's crazy. Okay, that's 2. Yes. That's 2.
And number 3 is probably Singapore. I know it's really beautiful, and I've always been kind of interested in visiting that area of the world. So.
Wow, we got 3. All right, that's pretty cool. Clap it up. Ice skating in Quebec is crazy. That's kind of fire. Yeah, that's kind of
fire.
Come on, Ray, because you the first one always with a passport ready to go somewhere. Give us your 3 bucket list, Ray.
So my top is Africa. Okay. And then it's Greece, and then Antarctica.
Okay.
I was gonna say Africa. Anywhere in Africa. I don't know what country, but. And then I want to go to Italy too, and then Trinidad too.
Yeah, Josiah, Trinidad. All right, come on, Marquise.
It will have to be Japan, Italy, and probably Egypt.
Yes.
Yeah.
You all should be saying this together in the same breath. What is my number 1 place that I want to visit?
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Bora Bora.
That is my number 1 top fave. I'm definitely gonna go with Saray. I must see Greece before I leave this earth. And I cannot go to Greece without going to Africa. I have to see Africa at least, in the fullness of it. So if anyone is listening out there, we don't mind flying coach. We don't. We're fine.
We'll make it work.
You get that airfare over there. We'll figure out how to.
I'll ride on the top of the plane if I have to. On the wings.
Oh, so
Give
that's
me the seat,
good.
Though.
So I have another question. Which part of what you do regarding the Christian Travelers Network gives you the most satisfaction, and why? You can give us one. I know it's a lot, but one good thing that you get satisfaction from, and tell us why.
Aside from probably the podcast, it would have to be when I network and I message people on Instagram or whatever on socials, and just like I see their content and celebrate what God's been doing in their own travels, see them talking about God in their adventures, and just get to then call them like this, and chat with them about the Lord and their adventures, and those connections mean a lot to me. So
I love it. I love how connected you are through what you're doing. Like you have a passion for it, which is good. And you get to do the most fun is traveling around and, checking places out. How about you drop a few? I don't know how long we have because you may have more than our time permits, but how many places have you been? Can you just recall how many?
Yeah. I've been to 10 different countries.
Wait a minute. We need claps. My goodness. My goodness. 10 is crazy. 10 is crazy.
Yes.
10 different countries.
The first one was in high school, and that just sparked the interest. I've been to Australia, China, Ghana, Canada, Iceland, Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Austria, and Cambodia.
Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. What incredible experiences. I can't even imagine what vlogging is for you, like how that would look to tie that up. I'm so happy to hear that you've been able to see the world this way, and especially seeing it through the eyes of a believer, that you're able to really bask in the beauty of God. I wanna close out on this. This has been a great, hey guys, where's my clapping? This has been a great way for us to connect and learn more about you and the community that you're helping to provide all of these different experiences for. We do have a generation of travelers, because let me tell you something about the Gen Zs, okay? I'm going to tell you this, Sarah, about Generation Z. That's who I'm talking to right now. The millennials and every other generation is all love, but I'm focusing on the Gen Zs right now. One thing about the Gen Z's going to get up and leave. I don't know what it is about this generation. I don't know what it is about this generation. They are going to leave. Right. They just want to leave. That's just, I want to leave.
Just bye.
I want to leave. I want to go. I want to leave. I don't care. And they not waiting. Some of them don't want to wait to 18. I'm leaving now. 15 for I'm leaving. I want to leave. I got to go. I got to leave. Saray, all hours of the night and day, she got to leave.
I'm leaving.
She got a backpack. Josiah's starting it up too. I got plans. I got to go. I got to leave. I got to go. So it's my son he would have been in Taiwan if the
that
COVID
was a school
didn't
trip.
hit. It doesn't matter. You still was trying to go.
That was part of my music
still
program.
Were trying to push in global studies.
Thailand.
If he had it his way, he would be gone. So with that being said, because you've been able to get out there and experience and travel and kind of go through the ins and outs of it, what would you say to any young people that are listening to you right now and are thinking about taking the steps towards exploring? Can you just give 3 things that they should be prepared for that they may not know?
I would say have Google Translate on your phone.
That was a good one, Sarah. Clap it up. Y'all better get y'all a translator on your phone. You ain't gonna know what you eating or where you going or who you talking to.
Who you talking? You don't even know what to say.
I love it. I love it. Google Translator. We need to do that ASAP as soon as this is over. Okay, go ahead. That's 1. 2. What's 2?
2. Spend the money, get the international cell service plan. The first time I went abroad alone, I did not, and I regretted that very, very much. It just helped me stay safe and connected, and reduced a lot of stress.
Okay. All right. 3. Let's hit this last one. This is good. Number 3.
Number 3. Take a journal with you so you can keep track of the amazing memories not just the cool places that you saw, but also the amazing God moments, so that when you come home, you can have a travel testimony to share those moments with others.
Come on, God moments and travel testimonies. I love this. We enjoyed you so much today. I really did. I got a lot out of it.
Yeah.
My mind is open more. I definitely know it takes courage. And it's a faith move to get up and travel and go abroad and try new things and do different things. And I love that you are making God at the center of those travels, and that you're finding ways to help other Christian travelers, not just travel for vain. I went with a stamp on my passport, or it's cool or trending, but also to go and keep God in the middle of it. And I love that you said have these testimonies and have these things to share with other people, because there are people who may never get to go where you've gone. So I like that you said have it available so that you can share those memories, and for yourself, to keep that in journals. So I'm hoping that young people in Generation Z are not packing up now after they've heard this podcast, because that's not what I said. But overall,
I'm going to Singapore next week.
Overall, if you're listening to me, I want you to check out Sarah on Christian Travelers Network. I found her on Instagram, but you're also ChristianTravelersNetwork.com.
ChristianTravelers.net.
ChristianTravelers.net. I want you guys to check out that website. I want you to connect, get involved, get engaged, share it. Please share what she's doing. Do you have anything coming up? I don't know if I skimmed through your website and saw something with a retreat. I don't know if that was there. I didn't get a chance to. Do you have anything coming up that you want to share?
So different members on our site are planning things constantly, and anyone who joins is always welcome to plan things too. We have a winter jam and a hiking trip in Nashville coming up soon, a beach and Bible study, different retreats coming up as well. So come check it out.
Love it. And you're on Instagram, right? Travelers Network. On Instagram?
Yes.
Instagram, and are you anywhere else? Any other social?
Yes. We're on YouTube and on TikTok as well.
Oh, okay. Christian Travelers Network.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Christian Travelers.
Perfect. It has been a pleasure. I need some claps for Sarah. She's been the sweetest. She has been the sweetest. Of course, we are here in this corner of the earth, keeping you in our prayers for your safety and for the extension of the things that you're doing. And we just thank you so much for taking the time out to join. Now, this is going to take you back. Can I just ask you where you're calling from? I think I didn't know if you were here. Like, where are you right now? Are you in the United States?
Yes, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee right now.
Oh, okay. Is your time zone different?
Yeah, we're Central Time Zone.
Oh, okay. All right. So this might sound a little bit overwhelming, but we always tell our guests goodbye in this way. So I need all of you, I need all of you to get ready so we could give Sarah our farewell. On behalf of the Creative Speak podcast. It's been incredible. Many blessings to you, Sarah. Thank you so much for joining us. You be safe.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Blessing. Bye.
We did it, 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 we did it.
Hey.
I mean, it's all right. I just want to say thank you to everybody for joining us on the Creative Speak podcast.
Come on.
It's been a wonderful time. You guys have been great. I see you over there. Before you go, don't forget your keys on the way out of the door. We got a lot of complimentary things for you guys that's here. Come on, let's give it up for our girls to Ray in the green hat on the side. Ray's been here. Ray's decided that she's not going to be traveling anymore without anyone knowing where she is. Clap one more time for her. And then we got Josiah here. He's been able to just get into the
get into the I'm gonna
Back.
get into
Okay.
Hold on.
I came back. Had to bring it back. We waiting. Bringing it back, y'all.
Oh,
Hey. Hey, here we go. Here we go with the flow. One more time for the show. So we back again, y'all. I know you missed us. I know you were wondering where we were, but the Creative Speak podcast is back with season 2, and we're just feeling the God vibes up here on a Saturday. I want to say a major shout out to our sound man, GT co-host Marquise on the audio. He's been doing a good thing while we're here. And then we got Josiah over here with the lock journey. I like that. I'll be looking for you, bro. His locks
didn't
is
believe
long
in
now.
us.
The tips are down. Yeah. All right, let's get out of here, everyone. Thank you. We had so much fun today, and I want you to keep following, keep listening. Are y'all sharing this stuff with y'all friends? Yeah. You better be. You better tell all your friends that's listening to listen. Check out the podcast. We got some great stuff going on. Even greater people coming. I can't give away our secrets, but we got some good people coming to talk with us. So it's been amazing. Keep watching, keep following the Creative Speak podcast on Instagram, on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Spotify is where we are. Come on, guys. And share so that other people can partake in the amazing things that God is doing. All right. Until next time. Bye. All right. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.